Okay, so 10 seconds in the microwave gave me the consistency that I need. I did not need to add any oil to this particular compound chocolate. You will be using compound chocolate for this project, and it's marked as such. They're large round discs. I would say start with half of it, melt it very slowly over a double boiler, and add a quarter teaspoon of oil to it at a time until you get a nice pourable consistency. I think you should be able to see that pour off the spoon. That's what we're looking for. So I'm gonna stick the cone. Let me put my glasses on. Can never see things. I'm gonna stick, yep, we have a nice sharp point. I'm gonna stick the cone in a little plastic cup here and drop the equivalent of about a couple of tablespoons of chocolate. I'll give it one more in the interest of not boring you to death. All right, I've done that. I'm now gonna pick this up, give it a little shake down. I think you can see that. I'm trying to force all the chocolate down into the bottom of the paper cone. And then I'm gonna pick it up, lay it flat with the seam side up so you can see the seam. And I'm gonna start folding this in like it was a package. So I'm folding in the sides and then I'm rolling it down. And then if I have to fold in the sides again, I will, until I make almost like a little handle. Nice and snug. I think I got it. All right, now I move this. I'm gonna take another piece of parchment and we're gonna snip just the tiniest little bit off. Please, when you're snipping, you can do it with a scissors or you can do it with your knife. Make sure it's really small. We can see, it's a little too small, nothing's coming out. So let me snip again very carefully. All right, let's see what we get. There we go, we got it. All right, so do a little, keep a little piece of test parchment, and then your assignment was to pipe a dozen 1-inch filigrees. So if you want to start at the bottom, it's all one motion. You're gonna squeeze, let it whoops, we got to get an even. All right, I think we got the motion going. Okay, so there are 3 triangles. The first one is the tallest and the narrowest. The second one is a little bit wider and shorter, and the last one is, of course, the shortest and the widest. So make the chocolate come out of the bag, let it hit the paper, and then lift and let it come out in a flow and come up and over and down and up and over and down. Again, squeeze, come up, over and down, up, over and down, up, over and down. One more time, squeeze, lift, over and down, up, over and down, up, over, oops, lost that one, over and down. All right, that's your classic chocolate filigree. If you're feeling adventuresome, you can try something a little fancier where you do the same thing, but you come up, loop it around, and come down. And you get a sort of a pretty looking filigree as well. It's the same exact thing, you just add a loop to it. I can do that again. You come up, loop and down, loop and down, loop and down. So there's a bunch of different things you can do with it. You can also write with it. And you do have to be careful when you're working with the chocolate, make sure it doesn't get stuck in the end. Like if you go too slow, this will dry out. If it does, just use your fingers to push it out. Don't put a lot of chocolate in the bag, keep it small, and you should be fine. You're gonna do a dozen. Obviously, this first one was a little bit larger. I prefer them to be about 1 inch, which is the bottom 3. So practice. If you don't like the way it looks, let these dry, scoop them up, and remelt them. Don't add too much oil, but just add enough oil so that it comes off the spoon properly. All right, good luck with your chocolate assignment. Can't wait to see you all next week back in class.